Hello students, Professor Munshi here. Today I'm going to show you with video demonstration how to install virtual machine VMware Workstation Player 16 and how to install Security Onion inside that virtual machine, in that virtual environment. Um, we're discussing ITSY 2442, lab number 4. That's what it requires. So let's take a look at what our lab asks us to do. This is our lab number 4. Okay, and I know that many of you are struggling to do this lab. So installing Security Onion. So first thing we're going to have to do is to install the VMware Workstation 16 player. And then inside that VMware, we're going to install Security Onion. Okay, so let's do the first step first. So I can go to the Google and let's see, go to Google and basically just search for, as I did, VMware Workstation Player. If I search for it, here it is, VMware Workstation Player. Click on download for free. Then I can choose the right version that I need. VMware Workstation Player, the latest one is 16.2.3. Fantastic. Go to downloads. Click on go to downloads. Here I am. I'm given here two options. Let's see. I see one for Windows 64-bit and another is Linux 64-bit. Of course, I'm going to choose Windows. I can click on download now. I had already downloaded before. As you can see right here, VMware Player Full 16.2.3. I have downloaded it today, 7/14. So I'm not going to download again. I already have it. So I'm going to double click on it. This part is very easy. Installation of VMware is extremely easy. Just like any other software program, you download the executable file and double click on it and then go ahead and install it. So that's what we're going to do. So let's see. I go to the folder and hands-on lab. I think I have it in this folder. Here I have VMware Player. Double click on it. I had already installed it before. I'm going to try to install it again. Okay. And it's installing. It's coming to my other monitor. That's why you cannot see it. Okay. And next, okay, so I'm going to move this window here so you can see it, that I am installing VMware Workstation 16 Player. Okay, I'm going to click on repair instead because I already had installed it. So it's going to go through the same thing over again. So you can see. By the way, I'm using a very powerful machine, top of the line gaming laptop. I have plenty of RAMs. I think it's 32, I don't know, 16 or 32 gigabyte of RAM. It's Windows 11, the top of the line latest one with a good graphics card. You may not have a good computer like that. You may be struggling. So I'm going to give you a solution. First, I'm going to demonstrate and show you how easy it is to do that. You may have some difficulty because of your hardware that you have or in your software that you have within your computer. So I'm going to give you a solution for that in case you really fail despite me showing you. So let's go through it first. Okay, now I'm doing repairing, but in your case you're going to be doing a fresh installation. Okay, finish. Okay, so I got finished. Now from here, okay, I have in my other laptop, my other screen, I have this icon, VMware Workstation, and I'm going to double click on there. And the VMware now starting. Okay. Just to show you better, I'm going to do this. Okay, minimize everything. Here, this is the icon I have. Okay, so you know. And I'm going to double click on it. I already installed it. Now I'm going to run the program. So here the program is going to run. Okay, that's all. Okay, That's all I have to do. I'm done with the VMware Workstation Player 16. That's all it is. Then within it, when I want to create, when I want to install Security Onion, or I want to install the OSIM, open source SIM, or anything else, any other software that other labs are going to require you, you're going to be installing in here, in that virtual environment. You're going to click on create new virtual machine within it. Okay. So let's go for our next step, which is the installation of Security Onion. So let's go to the lab again, lab number 4. Now we have to download the Security Onion. Okay. So let's go ahead and download the Security Onion. I could simply again Google Security Onion download, and it's going to take me there. Google is going to find me. So find that for me. So here I am. Let's go to Google. Okay. Download Security Onion. Okay. And I am here. Security Onion Solutions. Click on it. Okay, try Security Onion for free. Look, I click on software right here. Software, Security Onion 2, download now. That's the latest version, 2.3.1.130. Download now. So that's how easy it is. You can download this ISO image, okay, and then it shows that the ISO image is right here. Okay, download securityonion.net .iso all the way. That is my file. Okay, download and verify. So I click on it. If I click on it, it's gonna go ahead and download it for me. Okay, and I click on show in folder, so I can see it in the folder it is being downloaded. Download is going on, so it does not show Security Onion yet. This is the folder I'm downloading it in, and as you can see in my screen, the download is going on right here. It will take some time probably. Let's see how many, almost a gigabyte is done. Okay, at this point I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video so I don't make the video too long. Once it's downloaded, then I'll install it after I pause it. Okay, so let me go ahead and pause the video. Okay, I am back and Security Onion is still downloading. So what I could do in the meantime, I came back because I see that I have to fill out this in your lab. Okay, so I'm downloading the Security Onion. Let the download continue to run. Let me fill out this table for our information. Okay, data you will need. So I'm going to be needing a static IPv4 address assigned to your computer. Okay, I need that. How do I get that information? I can go to CMD. Okay, CMD, the command prompt. Okay, so I run the command prompt. Again, it comes to my other monitor. Okay, in there I can make it bigger size, font, so you can see it better. Okay, 20 maybe. Okay, and possibly even bigger size font, 28. Okay, now let's do this. I'm gonna type ipconfig to get all my IP information. ipconfig ipconfig. Okay, space /all. That gives me all kind of information about my IP. So I am here in my laptop. I am using this IP address. How do I know? So much information. Okay, the Windows IP configuration, host name, this Ethernet adapter, see media disconnected. I don't have a physical cable plugged in to it. Okay, so I have several adapters. That's why. Then I have, see, media disconnected. I don't need that one. Media disconnected. I don't need that one. Okay, then VMware, that's a virtual adapter. I don't need that. I need a real adapter like my Wi-Fi card. That's what I'm using to connect to the internet. So I go down more. Here is wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi. That's what I'm going to be using. So let's take the information from it. Okay, here is my IP address. My default gateway 192.168.1.254. Okay, and where is my IP address? Here's my subnet mask right here. Here is my IP address 192.168.1.237. 192.168.1. Okay, so here's what I'm going to write down. IP address 192.168.1.237. That is my address. Okay, and the subnet mask 255.255.255.0, because it's a 24-bit mask, so I can see right here that is my mask. Okay, 255.255.255.0. Okay, so let's go ahead and type it in. 255.255.255.0. That's my subnet mask. In other words, it's also called a 24-bit mask. Okay, you could say it is a /24-bit mask. If you do not know what a subnet mask is /24, I can't explain that right now. It's a networking matter. Okay, IPv4 addresses of your local network. So IPv4 addresses of your local network gateway. So my gateway, here is my default gateway right here. Default gateway 192.168.1.254. So .254 is my default gateway. So I go here 192.168.1.254. That's my default gateway. Okay, DNS server. DNS server, I don't have to worry. If I put my default gateway as my DNS, that's fine. That always works. Okay, my default gateway can be my DNS easily. Okay, here I go, and you will see what is my DNS. Look at my DNS server. My DNS server is this. It actually has my same as my default gateway. Okay, and then let's see if there is anything to do with the local domain. Local domain would be something .com, that kind of name. DNS suffix search list att.local.net. Okay, att.local.net. Okay, don't go too far away. Okay, but I don't have to really put anything in there. Let's see what is the next. Okay, the network address, this time the whole network address, not just an IP. Okay, so my network address is this 192.168.1. 192.168.1.0. Okay, if you do not have this, how am I doing it? I'm sorry, I cannot explain all that. I'm a networking engineer, and many of you have networking class. Many of you have taken networking class. All of you, if you have taken CCNA, you know what I'm doing. Okay, if not, it will be too much for me to explain right now. So, but one thing you can see that these three numbers are matching everywhere. Okay, so .0 means the entire network. So now, and then again, it's gonna be /24, that kind of mask. Information on creating an email address for the administrator account. That's gonna be my email address for me, your email address for you. No worries. Okay, I can put here Professor Munshi. I do have an email address. Okay, at gmail.com. Okay, then I go information on creating a password. I'm not going to write anything on that. I'll put my own password. I know what password to put. I don't need any hint. Okay, I can even keep a hint as security. Okay, that's kind of thing. It gives me some hint of what kind of password I'm going to be using. Allowed addresses that can access, I could just simply say common password. I'm going to say my common password. It's just a hint. Okay, allowed addresses that can access the whole of these addresses it can access. So again, that's going to be 192.168.1.0 24-bit mask. Okay, so I got that information done. Okay, what's next? Note that security onion collects and records network traffic. Ensure that you have permission to do so before continuing with this lab. If you need more information on security onion, okay, introduction. Now it's going to tell you that in this project, what it means, why do you do that. You're going to be download the security onion 2.3.0.iso file, which is what I am doing right now. Okay, if you go to the internet, which we did, install the VMware first. First, you're going to be installing the VMware, which we already did, and then go down more to the instruction. The security onion comes with its own operating system, that is CentOS Linux. Okay, CentOS 7 operating system. That's Linux operating system comes with the security onion. So you don't need to install another operating system and then security onion. It comes together. Now here is the installing of security onion. Let's see how much we have downloaded now. Let's go back there. Okay, looks like it's done. Show in the folder. Look at security onion is done. Okay, now let's follow through the instruction then. Follow through the instruction now. Where is my instruction? Okay, start the VMware Workstation player and create new virtual machine. So I already have my VMware. Where is it? Right here. Okay, I started the VMware Workstation program. So I click on create a new virtual machine. Okay, now go to the next. We're going to follow through like tediously exactly what it says. I could actually have it here like that. And that will be easier for us to look through. I really want to install it like following through exactly the way it says, so you don't get confused. I'm trying to do all these things for you, so you will have no problem. I know that many of you are struggling with it. I don't know why. Okay, but let's see. Now, okay, choose the installer disk image ISO file, which we have done. So I'm going to go to browse and show which file that is. Click on browse where I downloaded the security onion. I want to go there. I have in this folder, let's see, hands-on lab. In this folder, here's the security onion ISO file. Okay, in that folder, so I click on open, and I will click on next. Okay, browse. Okay, click on open and then click on next. So I click on next. Okay, and we are installing on Microsoft Windows. How is it coming like that? I don't quite get it. What's wrong? Oh, I see. That's in the background. Okay. Oh, I see. So let's move this one. Oh, I cannot move it. Okay, that's all right. That's no big deal. All good. Okay. So here we have, go to next, Linux, CentOS. Okay. So here we are. Microsoft Windows. So a guest operating system would be Linux. Okay. We are installing this is the guest. What we have is Microsoft Windows. That is our host. Within the host operating system, we are installing a new operating system that is a guest operating system in the virtual environment. That will be Linux CentOS 7. So CENT right here, CentOS 7 64-bit. Click on that. Okay, and next. Okay, and virtual machine name. What they recommend, I put the name security onion for IRDR. Fine, I will put the name security onion for IRDR. Onion for IRDR. Okay, and click on next. Okay, verify the location is correct. If not, okay, everything's fine. We keep on going next. Okay. Now disk size should be 200 gigabyte maximum, and keep the split virtual disk, that option checked. Okay, customize hardware. Okay, here, so maximum hardware size, hard drive size, we're gonna put it 200, okay, gigabyte. And then next, now I'm going to click on customize hardware. I need to do a little bit more customization. Okay, what customization? Memory should be 4 gigabyte. The network adapter should be changed from NAT to bridged. Okay, so okay, I'll do that. Easy. I click on here, memory 1 gigabyte. I'm going to choose 4 gigabyte, 4096. 4096. Got it? Okay. Now network adapter NAT, from NAT I'm gonna change to bridged. Fine, that's what they ask us to do. We do that. Double check, memory is 4 gigabyte. Okay, then what else they're asking us to do? Let's see. And then close and finish. Okay, fine, we're done with all the oopsie. That's my laptop's problem. Numlock comes on. Okay, then I click on close and click on finish. Okay, now it's going to keep on installing and installing and installing. Okay, play the virtual machine. Okay, now finish. Okay, now I'm going to click on the play virtual machine link. Okay, go to the virtual machine. I already have done the customization of the hardware. I'm going to click on it, play virtual machine. Boom. That's what I'm doing. Okay, removable drive. Okay, and then let's see here I have to select one of these. Okay, I'm going to select the basic graphics mode. Okay, install security onion 2.3.1.30 in basic graphics mode. Okay, now let me check. Where is my mouse cursor? Is gone, dead. Don't get lost this time. Okay. Okay, all on a sudden my mouse cursor is gone, so I'm gonna go basic graphics mode. Okay, and press enter. Let me see if that makes any difference. If my mouse finally comes back. Okay, there you are. Mouse was dead, came back. I'm glad that. Whew. Okay, now let it go. So now let's go back to the instruction and see what is the next step. Will remind me later. If you are asked to download the VMware tools, remind me later. Okay, when the startup menu appears, double click on install security on the 2. Basic graphics mode, which we did. Okay, there it is. Okay, we did. And then enter to continue. Okay, OS, the operating system begins to load as the guest virtual OS. Okay, a warning screen like, okay, you have to type yes to proceed. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to type yes and press enter whenever it asks me to do that. Okay, so let's go back there and see what's happening here. Okay, it's asking me to do yes. YES. it does not type unless I click here first. So sometimes I have to click on it and then I can type YES. Okay, enter. Now enter an administrative username. So I'm gonna type here. I forgot what your what instruction. I'm gonna follow exactly the way it says here, so you don't get lost. I'm gonna follow through just like you would do. Okay. Let me see if there's giving any suggestion. Enter a username for administrator. Okay. So it didn't give any suggestion for username or password. So I'm gonna make up one. No problem. I'm gonna do security onion SO. Security onion SO, and then admin ADMIN. SO admin. Password. I have my password. I know what it is. Okay. Okay. Enter password again. I did that. Okay. So username and password, that is done. Let's see what next. Okay. When you see initial install complete message in the console, press enter to reboot. Press enter again. The system reboots and goes through several load screens. Okay. Next, the computer boots to a terminal window. As shown, okay, enter the administrator username and appropriate password. Okay, great. So we're going to wait for that step. When it reboots, then it's going to ask us to do this SO admin and password. Great. So let's see what's happening here. Okay, our installation is going on. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording, so we don't again make it too long. Okay, whenever next step comes, I'm going to start recording again. Okay, I am back quite some time. I don't know, maybe half an hour already passed. Still going on. Windows, the screen of the VMware shows dark. Lots of installation is going on. So I'm going to again pause the window of the video. And by the way, at the bottom you see enhancement tools. Install the tools or remind me later or never remind me. I'll click on remind me later, as your instruction says that whatever you choose is fine. That thing goes away. Okay, but now in the background, the installation and configuration and rebooting, everything is going on. So I'm going to pause the video again, and sometimes I don't know for what reason it remains black, like dark like that, and you have to press enter. From my experience, sometimes that happens. So I'm going to just press one time enter anyway. Let me see. First of all, I click on here, click on there, okay, and then click on enter. Yeah, something is showing. Okay, sometimes it goes too dark and you have to press the enter like that. Yeah. So now let's see what's happening. Okay, there is the 7 core Linux 7. Let me see if I do. Okay, CentOS Linux 7 core. Okay, that is fine. That is the right one. Localhost login. So I didn't have to really pause the video. Localhost login. I know my login name is SO admin, but if I type, it's not going to type. So I have to click on this screen first. So the mouse attention goes there. So that becomes the active Windows. Now I type SO. Okay, didn't type. So click on here again and then try O admin ADMIN SO admin, enter. Then password, I know my password, enter. Okay, now it says welcome to Onion security setup. Would you like to continue? Okay, so make sure that the yes is selected. So yeah, I can use the tab button to go to yes or no, yes or no. I'm going to do yes, enter. Now run the standard security onion installation. Okay, I'm gonna choose that. I can use the keyboard to choose that, or the tab button to go to OK. To click on OK. Now enter. Okay. By the way, let me look at your instruction so that you don't get confused. The same thing that I'm doing should be in your instruction. Pretty much the same. I'm right here. Okay. Now you have install run the standard, which I chose right now. Then you have to use the space bar to select. Sometimes choose the import option. You have several options. Okay. Evaluation, edition, or standalone, or distributed, or import. So we're going to choose the import standalone to import. PCAP means packet capture for log files. Okay. So now, so let me choose that. So what is my security onion? Right here. So I'm going to choose, okay, and not to confuse, minimize that. So here, yes, I am right here. So I use the arrow keys. So I have to click on, sometimes I have to click on here. Okay, arrow keys, so that these keys will move. Okay, evaluation is selected. The asterisk, that means that is selected. I have to go import that one, and then press the keyboard spacebar. Now that import is selected. Now I can press tab key to go to the OK. Press enter. Okay. Now it's asking me to write something. Okay. It says, do you agree to the terms and conditions? Okay. If you agree, then type agree. Okay. So I'm going to have to type agree. A-G-R-E-E. Agree. And then tab. Okay. Enter. This machine currently has 1 core, but needs 2 to meet minimum requirements. Press yes to continue anyway, or no to cancel. Okay, I cannot change those criteria right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and press enter to go yes. See, tab yes and no. I'm gonna do yes anyway. Okay, security onion. Okay, enter the host name, not FQDN. FQDN is something .com, something .net, something .name. That can be called FQDN, fully qualified domain name. They're asking just use just one word, not something .something. So you would like to set, so it says security onion, fine, I'll keep that. Security onion. So press tab, okay, enter. Okay. To prevent the hostname conflicts, avoid using default security onion hostname in a distributed environment. Ours is not a distributed environment. Ours is standalone. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna choose just use it anyway. If I want to choose chains, let's do chains. That way. Security onion. I'm gonna just say S. Okay. Backspace. Okay, so I'm gonna choose S onion. S onion. And then okay. Oh, it didn't like uppercase letter. Okay, fine. So I'm gonna choose S O N. Okay, onion. Anything that's Linux based, by the way, anything with Linux operating system, everything is case sensitive. Uppercase, lowercase matters. So okay. Now that is, please select your management NIC. I only have one NIC, network interface card. I'm using the Wi-Fi in here, link up. So I'm going to select it by keyboard as the spacebar. Click on spacebar, becomes asterisk, tab key to OK. Okay, and then a static set a static IP address or DHCP. I'm going to use the DHCP to configure the management interface. We can choose either one. If I choose DHCP, then I don't have to really do nothing manually. Okay, so I can choose the DHCP. If I do that, oopsie, I didn't select it. So I have to then press the keyboard. But in your instruction, let me see what your instruction wants us to do: static or DHCP. Your instruction definitely will ask us to do static and put our own IP address. Okay, agree. Standard, we have passed that. Use it anyway. Okay, that's the management NIC. Now static IP address. Now we have to set up an IP address. Okay, now enter an appropriate IP address and subnet assigned to your computer provided by your instruction by your home system. This should be in a CIDR notation. First component is the IP address and then slash. Okay, very good. Okay, an appropriate IP address. So our IP address, I don't want to use the same exact IP that was for my PC. I don't want to use that. I want to make sure that I want to clarify that my PC, my wireless network is already using an IP address. That's what I wrote here. I do not want to use the same one. I want to use a different one. But this is already, so this one 237. I'm going to use 230. Okay, instead of 237, 230. Okay, so 192.168.1.230. That IP address I'm going to use for this. Okay, again and again. Okay, go there. This gaming laptop has that problem. Okay, 230. Okay, leave it there. Okay, go back to the security onion. So instead of DHCP, I kind of tempted to be DHCP, but that's okay. I follow your instruction right there. Okay, right there. Okay. Now type IP address 192.168.1.230 instead of 237. 237 is being used by my Wi-Fi adapter, and this is the virtual machine. Should not use the exact same one. Okay. Invalid input. Do you know why? I did not put the slash notation. Then I have to press /24. I have to say that. Okay. And then tab. Okay. Now enter the gateway's IPv4 address. We already know gateway's address is 192. That's already I wrote there in here. As you can see, cannot move right now, but here, as you can see, my gateway's address is .254. That's my gateway's address. Okay, DNS server gateway, same one. So .254, go back there, 192.168. Oh, not typing. So again, I have to go make this window active. Okay, 168 now. 168.1.254. Tab. Okay. Enter your DNS server. I'm going to put the same IP address as my default gateway. 192.168.1.254. Okay. Now enter your DNS source domain. Source domain.local. Okay. Okay. I could do whatever I had seen here. Let me put that attlocal.net. attlocal.net. I'm using AT&T Internet. attlocal.net. attlocal.net. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I have to again click on it to make it a active window. attlocal local.net. Okay, tab, enter. Setup now. We'll now initialize networking. Okay to continue. Standard. Okay, now how should this manager be installed? This manager has internet access. This manager does not have internet access. Air gap. So let's choose this manager has internet access. Let me see what your instruction is saying here. Go down. Okay, please choose the direct option unless you, okay, so that's the either with the directly connected internet or proxy. Okay, let's see. DNS source name, your local domain name, you can leave this field at the default setting unless given different directions. Okay, security on your setup will now initialize networking, press enter to continue. Okay, how would you like to connect with the internet? Okay, they skipped a step, that's okay. Okay, standard is fine, I keep it that. And now again I have to click on it, otherwise this becomes not active window. Okay, okay, restarting computer with a direct or proxy. I chose direct, and okay, running pre-flight checks. Let's see what happens. Security on your setup goes on. Now this should take quite some time. At this time though, I should pause the recording. It's going to take some time. So let me bring my mouse to the button where I have to pause. Okay. Okay, now I'm back. Let's see. We had gone through the 100% of installation of that stage, that phase. Now it's asking me a prompt. Enter your home networks, separating CIDR blocks. I only have one block, that is this. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on here to make it active window. So it's gonna now backspace. I delete everything and put my own network information. That is 192.168.1. that first three numbers from your network, and then .0. This one you got to put 0. 0 means the whole network. And then you have to also use the /24. Okay, tab. Click on, press OK. Now it's here. Please enter an email address to create an administrator account for the web interface. Okay, I'm gonna create an admin. I'm gonna put my email address. I'm gonna put Professor Munshi. You put your own email address at gmail.com. That's for me. Tab. Okay. Enter a password for your. Okay, so I know what password to put. I'm going to put my password. Okay. Re-enter the password. Tab. Okay. Okay. Now, would you like to access the web interface? And how would you? See, okay, we can do IP or hostname, or let's see what your instruction wants you to do. IP. Okay. Default value, setting the default. Okay. So leave it as to IP. Fine. Leave it to IP. Go to back to there. I'm gonna have to click on it again to make it active window. Okay, so IP is there, so tab. Okay, okay, would you like to configure the Ntp server? Ntp is like network time protocol. I don't need to do the time protocol. No. Okay, now do you want to run so allow to allow other machines to access this? No, no, I don't want to run the so allow. Okay, now it shows all the things that we have done so far. Okay, security onion. Okay, all this. So I'm gonna choose yes, all are good. Updating the package. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause again, so you don't have to really be bored. Now I came back and updating packages just 2%. More than half an hour ago, I left, paused it, and it was 2% at the time, and still 2%. It has not gone anywhere, it didn't do nothing. So I'm going to give another half an hour. If it does not move, then I'm going to reinstall, try all over again. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause. I'm going to end the video at this time, just to make sure. I'm going to give another half an hour if it moves. If it does not, then I'm going to keep this video as a part 1 and then I'm going to make another video part 2 from this point on. Perhaps I'll have to redo the whole thing. So let's see what happens. Okay, pause again. Okay, let's see what's happening. We are at 64%. So after all, it is moving. Even though long time has passed, about an hour, I already went outside, played soccer, came back, I ate, did all of those things, and now 64%. That means it's going. So I'm going to pause again. So it's worthy of continuing the same video. Already, now I'm back. So now it did finish. Finished import installation. Press enter to reboot. So of course I clicked other places, so it's not an active window anymore. So I have to click on here first. Now I can press enter. Okay, it's gonna reboot and let's see what happens. Okay, let's see. CentOS. Okay, good. That's fine. All good. It should reboot. It is rebooting. So it should ask me username and password when it boots up all the way. Let's see what happens before I install the analyst. Okay, okay, login. So SO onion, security onion login. So now let's see. That was SO admin, ADMIN, enter. And then I have the password. Enter. Now I got a command prompt. Now I want to install something. Let's look at your instruction. It's going to tell us to install the analyst. Okay. We have to type sudo. Sudo means super user do. That is for to get the in Linux the root privilege, and so dash analyst dash install. So analyst install. So means security onion, of course. Sudo so analyst install. So let's do that. Let's type that. So su. Oh, I cannot type, so I have to press here, click here first. Okay. So, sorry. sudo, sudo. Then so dash analyst dash install. Okay, enter. Sudo or so admin password. I'm going to put the password again. Okay. Do you wish to continue? Type the entire word yes to proceed and no to exit. Okay, because it's going to make permanent change into the SO security onion environment. So I'm going to type YES and enter. Okay. So this could make some sense. Okay, packages that need to be installed. Okay, so those packages are now will be installed. So let's just wait a little bit. Okay, let's let it install all the packages that are necessary. Eventually we would like to have the GUI interface, the graphical interface of security onion. So let's see. So far we have been running okay. It did not get stuck. I mean, it's a long process. Security onion sometimes could give you trouble, but you have to have a really good machine though, really good computer. I would recommend it with 16 mg 16 gigabyte of RAM, at least 500 gigabyte empty space in the hard drive, really good computer, i7 core, at least quad core, really good machine you need actually for this one. So let's see. So far we are going fine. In the meantime, I don't mind looking at the instruction, but we'll look at later on. I don't want to interrupt it. So let this continue to be the active window. Okay. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pause again. I'm gonna go ahead and pause again. Okay, now I'm back. Still going on. About an hour has passed again. Another hour has passed, but it is now executing basically the workstation, the GUI interface. So I'll let it continue, and it takes whatever time it takes. This is supposed to take time, so I'll go ahead and pause again. Now it appears to be many hours have passed, so it appears to be taking way too long to install the graphical interface, the analyst workstation. Even though security onion, the command line interface has already been installed. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and then I'm going to continue to work on it and see if I have to redo the analyst installation, the graphical user interface part, and I will add it to another video. But for right now, at this point, I'm going to stop the video.